You're with Northwestern State women's basketball head coach Brooke Stoehr on the eve of senior night in Prather Coliseum. Huge game. Stephen F. Austin comes to town. Double bye on the line, basically, for the conference tournament. Coach, you're playing well. They're playing well. It's a game against SFA. It's packed Prather. A lot of stuff going on, but definitely what's on the court matters most.
Absolutely, and I think when you think about it, we've talked to our players about this a lot, as you know, throughout the season, of when you're playing in games that matter in March, you know you're headed in the right direction, and that's the biggest thing I think probably for both teams is, you know, they've won 10 in a row, we've won 5 in a row, and you can look at, hey, you know, we got to 11-5 and they got to 11-5 in two totally different ways. You know, we start 5-1, they start 1-5, and so much of that depends on scheduling. And but I think the biggest thing comes down to you have two teams that have figured out how to win, and I think that's, you know, as staffs, you try to put the best players on the floor that give you a best chance to be successful as a group, and I think both teams have done that. And you know, you have to give their staff a lot of credit for, and their players, of, you know, starting 1-5 and now in the position that they're in. They've figured out how they need to play, and that's why we play a full season. Of you get down to March and it's about how you're playing at this time of year, how you figured out how you need to play to win, and I think both teams have done that. So I think you'll see a game that's you know, a lot of stuff going on around it, but I think you'll see two teams focused on one thing, and that's the play on the court.
That should be. You talked about two hot teams, big things on the line with the conference tournament. I know you're pulling for a big crowd. We saw what a big crowd can do in this building last Monday night when the men played Nichols. I know you want the fans to come out. And what does that mean to your players and your team?
Well, I think it means everything. I think, you know, anytime you can play in front of a large crowd, we've been very good at home. You know, even going back to our first year, it's you've got a team that plays well at home, that likes to play on their home court, that feels comfortable here. Because we do have our band and our spirit squad, everybody does a great job of making this a great home court environment and a tough place to play, and that's what we want tomorrow, for them to be able to come out of that tunnel and see those people there supporting them. We're going to play hard regardless of what night it is, and our players are going to be prepared and ready for that, but it makes it that much more special. I want for both the men and women, those seniors, to be able to walk out of here for the last time and feel really good about their home court, and that's something that these fans need to show up and really give those kids support and show appreciation for what they've done over the last 4 years, and in Meg's case 2 years. But you know, it should be a fun crowd, fun evening. I think anytime you play SFA, it's going to be exciting. So we've had some great matchups with them through the years, and dating back to way before we were here. So it should be an exciting night.
You talked about the way they got to 11-5. You guys started fast. You hit a little bit of a lull. The game at SFA was the last time you lost. You're on a 5-game win streak. What changed after that night that you could tell?
Well, I think we as a staff have figured out a few things about our team, but our players have started playing with a lot of energy, playing with a lot of effort, and have concentrated a lot better. When you go back and watch the game that we played against them, you know, they turned us over, and we were very sloppy with the basketball. You know, we averaged 13 turnovers a game, and had way too many that led to, they weren't dead ball turnovers, they led directly to layups for them. And defensively, you can't guard uncontested layups as a result of turnovers. And I thought that was the game right there. We had too many just simple little getting the ball inbound turnovers, and they did give them credit. They did a great job. I thought they executed very well on offense, probably one of their best games of the year. And we did not play very well, and you know, as a result, you know, that was the outcome of the game. But I think our team has changed a lot since then. They've grown up. They've figured out how they need to win. SFA has been very efficient offensively. They're scoring the basketball extremely well, and getting production from you know, balanced scoring and production from a number of different people, and that's been part of their success. They're going to defend. They're going to mix it up. We've got to be ready for their zone. I thought when we got the ball, the areas of the court against the zone that you need to attack it, we were very successful. When we didn't, we weren't. And you know, we've got to make shots. And I think you're seeing a team that's comfortable shooting the basketball, or shoot 38% from three as a team, and we got to value the basketball, get good shots, and then knock them down, and then stop them in transition. And part of their offensive surge here has been their ability to get the ball out quickly and push. You know, they're getting a rebound and an outlet quickly and getting it up the floor, getting easy baskets and putting pressure on defenses. So we've got to be great in transition. I thought those were the two areas they really hurt us: transition defense and turnovers that led to points.